Hi everybody and welcome! In today's video, I'm going to introduce you to 5 channels that will help you improve your background for becoming a better AI audio and music engineer. Now, none of these channels is particularly focused on AI audio or AI music, but rather they focus on different fields that are important for the interdisciplinary field that is AI audio or AI music. So the first one that I want to talk about is called Machine Learning with Phil. Phil is obviously the host here, and first of all I want to say that I took inspiration from one of Phil's latest videos where he introduced 5 channels that he suggested to his community to subscribe to for becoming better AI developers, and he kindly included me in that list. So thank you for that, Phil. But regardless, I think this channel is really good. So it has both very technical content, and so you'll find a bunch of series on reinforcement learning or building a neural network from scratch, and these are tutorials that are very similar to the ones that I do. But then you also have other type of material which is a little bit more informal, and Phil talks about what it means to work in machine learning in a big corporation and compare that against being a freelancer, or for example how to get consulting gigs in data science. So this is a very informative channel all around, and I really suggest you to go and check this out. Okay, so the next channel goes into audio programming. Again, this is not specifically a channel focused on AI audio, but rather, as the name of the channel suggests, this is for audio programming. So the audio programmer is a channel where you can learn a lot of things about digital signal processing in the context of music programming. So the channel is hosted by Joshua Hodge, who obviously is an audio programmer. I think he has a consulting firm, and he does a lot of work for music tech companies like Rolly or Ableton and a bunch of others. And so here you can really find a lot of very good and juicy resources on digital signal processing for music, and the channel mainly uses C++, and you're going to find a lot of technical tutorials, and most of the time Joshua uses the Juice framework, which is a C++ audio DSP framework that's used almost as a standard for making virtual instruments and a bunch of these type of applications. So the great thing about this channel is that you learn a lot of things about obviously DSP, how to put together a synthesizer from scratch, what filters are, what oscillators are, or how to build effects like reverb or delay. And then you also have a bunch of other more informal videos like podcasts or general discussions where Joshua talks with a bunch of other experts in audio programming. So this is a very good technical skill to have if you want to dig deeper into AI audio and specifically AI music. Okay, so beyond the audio programmer, there's another channel that I really love following quite a lot. It's called 2-Minute Papers. So this is a quite big channel. It has more than 600,000 subscribers, but this is mainly aimed at, I would say, academics. And the whole the whole idea here is to for the host of the channel to talk about a paper and break it down in a video of just a few minutes. So this is great if you want to be updated about what's going on in the AI community. 2-Minute Papers isn't obviously focused only on AI audio or AI music, but it has a lot of videos that talk about speech synthesis, speech recognition, architectures, or generative audio and symbolic systems. So this is very good if you want to get an idea where the AI community is going towards and to get an idea and a first intuition about some of the research in the space. So definitely check this out. Now, the next channel, probably you may know this, it's called 3 Blue 1 Brown, and it focuses on math. Now, this is probably, if not the best channel on YouTube, for me, is one of my favorite for sure. And the host is Grant Sanderson. He's a mathematician and he's an amazing math teacher. Now, why am I suggesting to you guys to check out this channel? Well, it is because if you really want to become an expert in AI audio, AI music, or AI in general, you really need to know the math that's behind all of the algorithms that we use in the space. The great thing is that here on 3 Blue 1 Brown, you can find a lot of resources that really shed a new light on the math that's behind machine learning. So especially, I would suggest you to check out this series down here. So Essence of Linear Algebra, that's an introduction to linear algebra, Essence of Calculus, Neural Networks, and here you have a few videos that focus on the math behind neural nets and differential equations. Now, the fantastic thing about this channel is that it handles mathematical topics in a way that I've never seen before. Everything, or almost everything, is done and is taught in a visual manner, and you really grasp the intuition and you have a deep understanding of all types of equations and all types of weird mathematical things. So yeah, I really suggest you to check out this channel if you haven't done so, because this is a very popular channel with almost 3 million subscribers. Good. Okay, so this is all for suggestions and some math channels. Let's move on to the final channel that I want to suggest. This is called 2-Minute Music Theory. This channel is really good if you are interested in AI music. And why am I saying that? Well, it is because if you want to become a music information retrieval expert or a generative music expert, you really need to have an understanding of music theory. So there's no way around that. I know a bunch of people who are amazing AI developers, but they don't have any clue about music and they really struggle to become really good at AI music or AI audio more in general. Now, what 2-Minute Music Theory does, it breaks down a complex music theory concepts into 2-minute videos, or more or less 2-minute videos. And so you have these music theory bites and you can learn a lot about concepts like modes, scales, intervals, harmony, and all of this information is going to be extremely important for you then to write algorithms that make sense of the music that you are trying to analyze. Okay, so these were 5 channels that I hope you check out, because as I said, they will give you a very good background in a bunch of different fields that I feel are very important to become an AI music or AI audio expert. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If that's the case, remember to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And if you have any other ideas that you want me to cover for topics for future videos, please feel free to leave them in the section below. And also, if you have other channels that you follow that you feel are important to become better at AI audio or AI music, please feel free to leave them in the section below. And that's all for today. I hope I'll see you next time. Cheers.